Okay, so this is another live workshop type video, and I was just thinking about what I would do if I was learning to code at level 0, rank 0. How would I think about this? How would I approach that journey into learning how to code? And so to get straight into it and to condense it in a quick video, I think the first thing I would do is think about what do I want to build. So for you, you might have a personal interest in mobile applications, you might have an interest in websites, or you might have an interest in games. So thinking kind of wider about the problem that you'd like to solve in life and what interests you, I think that's a good foundational point to jump from. But let's assume that you like websites and you want to make websites. Well, to do this, you might need to learn some HTML, which is for the structure of the page, some CSS, which is for the styling, and then some JavaScript, which is for the interactivity of the page. Okay. So what I'd do for each of these concepts is one by one, I'd watch a YouTube video for each. And so this will kind of give you an introductory sense of, okay, this is what this thing is, this is how it works, this is the basic concepts, the ideas. And from that point, you can then maybe commit to a course of some sort. You can refer to documentation or kind of free kind of learning material, whatever suits you. And I'd start working through each of the subtopics within that particular main topic. So for example, if you're learning about HTML, you want to start working through the subtopics of how HTML works and how it all comes together. And then once you've done this for a kind of a period of time, for you this might be a handful of weeks, a month, whatever suits you, you then want to kind of get to a point where you're building some sort of micro project. Okay, if I just put that deadline there, and at this stage you're building something that's a little bit smaller but is a bit more of a tangible thing that you could show to the world. This could be any sort of project that suits you. If you're struggling with ideas, you can always use AI to generate some sort of concept. But this is going to be something that kind of brings together all of these ideas that you've just kind of been introduced to. And you're just going to kind of try and configure them together, and things are going to break, things are not going to work, you're going to get errors, but it's going to force you to keep referring back to these concepts you've just been introduced to. And once you come to a place where you put together this little micro project where you maybe use some HTML, some CSS and a bit of JavaScript, okay, then you can start to scale it up maybe to something a little bit bigger, which would be some sort of larger project. And this is going to, once again, kind of bring in all of these ideas you learned earlier and even add on maybe a few more other concepts that you've just learned and you're going to go away and pick up. And this might take a bit longer, it might take a few months or additional weeks than you're used to, and it's going to take a bit of time to build. But once you've done this, then you can carry those skills into maybe something even more complex, and that might require you to learn other technologies and bring those into the project, and you're going to learn more concepts. Okay. So as you can see at this point now, you're at this kind of stair-stepping approach of deciding first what you want to make, how do I make it, what's required, and then scaling it up gradually.